Hello friends, the topic of talk for today is PN junction diode. Before starting with the video, I recommend you to watch a video on introduction to semiconductors for better understanding of the concept. Let's get started with PN junction diode. As we have studied, there exist two types of semiconductors, that is P-type and N-type semiconductor. When this P-type and N-type semiconductor is brought together, then a PN junction diode is formed. The symbol of PN junction diode is this. This is our anode terminal and this is the cathode terminal. Whenever you will study circuit diagrams and you need to represent a diode in it, then this symbol is used. Now the biasing of the diode. The diode can be biased in three modes, that is unbiased, forward biased and reverse biased. In case of unbiased diode, let's study it. We are bringing together the P-type and N-type material. In P-type material, the holes are the majority charge carriers and hence they are represented by a positive sign. In N-type material, the electrons are the majority charge carriers and they are represented by a negative sign. Minority charge carriers also exist in both the regions, but they are not shown for simplicity. Now what will happen? In case of unbiased condition, we are not applying any external voltage to the diode and thus it is called as unbiased. It is not forward biased, neither reverse biased, it is unbiased. In this case, whenever an electron from the N type will try to diffuse towards the P type region, then two ions will be created. First ion will be created when it leaves the N region, so a positive ion will be created. And next, when it will enter the P-type region and after recombining with the hole in the P-type region, a negative ion will be created. These ions are immobile in nature, that is, they cannot move. The free charge carriers, that is electrons and holes, disappear from the region due to these ions and thus a depletion region is formed. This region is depleted of the free charge carriers and thus it is called as depletion region. Depletion region. Holes and electrons are the free charge carriers and these positive and negative charges are just ions and they are immobile ions. They can't, whenever an electron from N side want to go towards the P side, then it needs to cross this barrier, and in order to cross this barrier a potential is required which is called as barrier potential, and for silicon the barrier potential is 0.7 volts and for germanium it is 0.3 volts. So whenever this potential is reached, then the majority charge carriers can pass through the depletion region easily, or the resistance that is offered by this depletion region becomes negligible when this amount of voltage is reached. So this was about unbiased diode, and this width of the depletion layer is of the order 0.5 micrometers to 1 micrometer. In unbiased condition, the flow of majority carriers and minority charge carriers cancels out each other and so the overall current is zero. Now let's see the forward bias condition. In case of forward bias, an external voltage is applied. The positive terminal of the battery is connected to the P side and the negative terminal is connected to the N side. In this case, the holes and electrons will move towards the junction and this will decrease the width of the barrier or the depletion region. Traveling through the holes, the electron can move towards the positive terminal of the battery and similarly these holes are attracted towards the negative terminal of the battery. At first, when you will apply a voltage, then you won't see any flow of current. This is because of the depletion region that is offering a resistance, but once the knee voltage or the barrier potential voltage is crossed, that is 0.7 volts for silicon crystal, then the resistance that is offered by the depletion region becomes negligible. The flow of current is observed in the forward bias condition. In this case, the diode acts as a closed switch. Now moving ahead, we will see what is reversed bias condition. In case of reverse bias, The negative terminal of the battery is connected to the p-type and the positive terminal of the battery is connected to the n-type material. So in this case, the holes and electrons will move away from the junction, and as they will move away from the junction, the width of the depletion region will increase. So more and more number of ions will get accumulated in this depletion region. Now these ions will set up an electric field that will start from positive and end on negative. Current doesn't flows due to the majority carriers, but it does flows due to the minority carriers. Current value is also very small. So in this case, the width of the depletion region increases. Now at the starting, when voltage is applied, so there won't be any current or any significant change in the current, and we call that as saturation current or reverse saturation current. That is, even after applying the voltage, the current is not showing any significant change, but after a certain voltage is reached, that is called as the breakdown voltage, suddenly large amount of minority charge carriers will appear at the depletion region and the diode will start conducting heavily. This breakdown occurs due to avalanche effect. Let's see the graphical representation of forward bias and reverse bias condition. This is the VI characteristic curve. In case of forward bias, see, at first we were increasing the voltage, but the current was not showing. But when the voltage was more than the barrier potential, that is 0.7 volt, then current started flowing through the diode, and this voltage from where the current value started increasing is called as the knee voltage. Whereas in case of reverse bias, as you can see, I was increasing the voltage, but for a very large amount of time the current almost remained constant, and this is called as the reverse saturation current. That is, the current was not showing any major change, but once the breakdown voltage was reached, suddenly large amount of current started flowing through the diode, and this is because of the avalanche effect. So this was the graphical representation of the forward bias and reverse bias condition. I hope you understood the PN junction diode. Thank you so much for watching.